Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I am Ace10.
And I'm Decoy.
Alrighty, and in the last episode, we conquered the Divine Beast Va Meadow, who is somewhere in that general direction, I think. We got 3 laser pointers on the castle, so that's pretty awesome. But
Yep, one more is needed.
Yep, one more is needed, that's right, and it is going to be in this direction. Let's head out there without any further hesitation. I think that yellow pin out there in the distance is going to be the tower we're heading towards in this next one. So, yep.
Yep.
There it is.
If I remember, it was yellow.
Yep. So, we need to get over there, obviously. And there's this cool landscape over here too, off to the right. It looks like snow-capped mountains, but the whole landscape looks really cool, almost like what you'd see in a canyon.
Right.
Yeah. And there's a fire wizard out there too. So.
Watch out for him.
Yeah, we'll want to avoid that for now. Let's see. Okay, hopefully we're not close enough for him to see us, but... Oh, but look at this. This is kind of cool down here, isn't it? Yeah, let's go ahead and check that out.
That's wicked looking.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, and actually, I think there is a shrine near here, too. It might be, kind of under here. We don't have our shrine sensor on, so that's why you're not hearing the pinging, but... Oh, there's a Hinox out here as well.
Just laying there, taking a nap.
Yep. So let's take him on. We can always get some good weapons from him, too.
That's true.
So let's see... Yeah, let's go ahead and use that weak feathered spear. He does have,
leg guards.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's go ahead and
that woke him up.
Burn that so it doesn't cause a problem. Oh gosh, I think we almost avoided getting hit there. Alright, so we fought one of these before. It's not going to be that hard. I say that. Hopefully it doesn't.
Well, these blue ones aren't that difficult.
Yeah, right? He's got some interesting looking weapons on his neck too.
Yeah, he does.
I'm gonna run a little bit further away here.
Be interesting to see what they are once he's done.
Yeah, some of them we haven't seen yet. Oh, I think one of them fell off.
Oh, it did.
Alright.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, he dropped a Moonlight Scimitar.
Nice.
Delicate Gerudo carvings decorate this curved sword. The engraved blade is extremely sharp. Apparently it once served ceremonial purposes and festivals. But our inventory's full, so we can't grab it yet. That's no problem. It'll stay there. Ready for us to pick up when we're ready. Alright, this guy's almost finished. Well, now we have room for it, so let's go ahead and grab it. Okay. But I don't want to use it yet, and we're about to get slammed. I see him raising his arms up. So we need to be a little careful here. Okay. Actually, he's almost finished. There we go.
And he dropped everything.
Yep. I love that music. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab a fresh Knight's Bow. And I think a Knight's Halberd, that's 13.
He dropped a ton of food.
Yeah. Roasted hardy bass. I haven't quite seen that one yet. Or a porgy or a porgy. Oh, geez, all the fish. Nice.
He must have been a pescatarian.
Maybe he was. Maybe that's all they eat is just fish, you know. All right, so that's a 13 power spear. Nah, we'll just leave it there. So, all right. And I think the shrine that we want is actually directly under us. So you can actually hear the shrine music in the background. That's the music that plays when you get near one, and it should be down here somewhere. Maybe it's on another island.
There
we go.
Now ready to roll.
All right, so we have all of our Zora armor, don't we?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. That'll make swimming there a little bit faster. I'll speed it up in the video too, just so you don't have to wait for us to swim over here.
And then once it's sped up, our voices will sound very funny.
Yeah, it'll sound more like a chipmunk. But so maybe we should talk really slow, so sped up it sounds like a chipmunk.
Okay, you see his arm stroking in the water. Right. This armor is really helping us swim fast.
All right, regular speed now. Okay, so this is the Da Caso Shrine, I believe. Yeah, Da Caso. Okay, let's go ahead and inside. Alrighty, and this is a minor test of strength. Not a big deal at all. This is probably, what, the third or fourth one of these I think we've done.
Yeah.
Alright, so we know what the drill is here. Alrighty, buddy, let's go. And he's done. That didn't take long at all, did it?
It didn't.
I think it took us longer to swim to the shrine than it did to battle the Guardian.
Well, it was a minor.
That's true, right? It's one of the easier ones. I don't think we've run across, let's see, I'm trying to think, modest or major test of strength. I wonder if we've hit any besides the ones we did, like, right after getting to Hateno Village.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, inside that treasure chest is an ancient core, so another good spot to get one. This one's right off of the Great Plateau, too. So this one's a really good spot to grab an ancient core if you need one early on in the game. Anyway, let's go ahead and collect Spirit Orb number 6, I think?
I believe you're right.
Yeah, we're almost ready to get 2 stamina vessels. That's pretty awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and head out of here. Alrighty, we are back outside, and if I had not known that shrine was there, we likely would have missed it. So what I'm going to do is actually turn our shrine sensor back on, just in case we get near one that I forget about. That plus...
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, plus let's go ahead and put on our usual armor set. And I like having the Rito Snow Quill headdress. I like having that on because just the headpiece looked kind of cool.
It does.
With his hair and braids like that. And I think now is a good time to also show off Rivali's Gale. We haven't shown that off yet, so let's go ahead and do it. So yeah, just hold the jump button until that happens, and then let go. And this is really awesome, this updraft here. So you can get some pretty nice height. It's very useful, especially when you're climbing, and if you don't have a lot of stamina like us. That can help you get really, really high.
Yeah.
You do have to be on a flat surface to be able to use it, just like that.
Standing, at least, yeah.
Yeah, so you can't use it while you're climbing, but it's very, very useful. Alright, so, and night is falling, and oh, do I hear bats? Yep, there it is, there they are. Alrighty, so, no problem. This is where we fought the Hinox, right here. So luckily a blood moon didn't happen, otherwise we'd have to fight him again. Or we could run right past him, probably. But yeah, let's go ahead and head across the Dig Dog Suspension Bridge. This kind of reminds me, actually, if you've ever been to the Florida Keys, this reminds me of the Overseas Highway. It's just a collection of a lot of bridges, about
just
like...
jumping from island to island?
Yeah, pretty much. Like about 120 miles, all the way from Key Largo, all the way to Key West.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it takes about 2.5 hours to... Oh, hi. They're on horseback. I don't like that. It takes a little bit of time to travel down there. Oh, I didn't mean to hit the horse. Sorry. Anyway, but it's a beautiful drive if you ever get the chance to go. I don't even know where that other monster went, but they're not really going to have useful materials yet. I don't know if we've run across a silver...
I don't think we've run across a silver one yet.
Silver enemies yet, yeah. Oh, and this is probably where they came from, this monster camp.
Must be.
The silver enemies will drop gemstones, so it can be worth it to fight them. Otherwise, it's not really worth it to fight the monsters, so I'll probably try to steer clear if I can. So we'll definitely be doing that, steering clear. There's a... Oh, except for you guys. Luckily, he wasn't really hard to deal with.
Just one. Interesting. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, with those, if you shoot them directly in the head, then they're only one shot. It's pretty good, if you have good aim, that is. Alright. So let's see what's in here. There's a metal rock there. I think there's... Yeah, we have to move these out of the way. So. I think there is a chest back here. Yeah. What's inside it, I don't remember, but we'll find out soon. That's worth it, actually. I think that's 280 rupees if you sell it, so very useful. I don't think anything's back there. All right. So let's see. Our tower is... Oh, yeah, there it is. We can kind of see it up there. Cool. All right, so we are heading the right direction. So it's pretty good. Oh, perfect. Okay, I knew that the shrine indicator would go off at some point. Let's see. Where could this one be? All right, so it's in this direction at least.
Yeah, we're heading the right way,
Yeah,
sounds like.
and it's a good thing we have Rivali's Gale because we are going to need to get some serious altitude here. And there's some interesting little scaffolding on the sides of these cliffs as well. I think we saw a couple of those in the cutscene where just before we got the paraglider from the old man, or the king as we now know
we did.
him. Yeah, I think it showed the Sheikah tribe around these around this scaffolding, and they were looking for the remnants of the divine beasts. So I wonder, maybe this is where one of the divine beasts was.
One of the old quarries for where it was at.
Yeah, right. It
Or
looks
dig
really
sites.
neat. All right, but we've come across the Geno Shrine. Let's go ahead and see what's inside of this one. Alrighty, and in this shrine is On the Move. Alright, so the trick with this one is there's going to be a couple of spirit orbs, or not spirit orbs, shrine, ancient orbs, whatever they're called, that are rolling on these conveyor belts, and we'll need to get them in the slot here. So actually what we want to do, this will make it a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and freeze this conveyor belt. There we go, that'll kind of stop it rolling for a second. Go ahead and use that time to hit it with an arrow, and just one arrow should do the trick. And that should open up a gate that's right over there. I don't think there's anything back here. Nope. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's head on through this gate here, and it's going to be a little bit more of the same thing, except there's going to be a little guardian scout that's going to cause us some issues, so let's go ahead and take care of them first. Alright, let's see if we can hit that orb. Nice.
Good shot.
Alright, thank you. Alright, that'll open the way forward, and I think there's only one more of these we have to do, and this one's going to be a little bit more complicated. So there's going to be the series of conveyor belts here and lasers and blocks. So like the blocks will, you know, block the lasers for a certain amount of time, but there is a laser that is shooting from this direction too. That one right there. And the orb that we have is right here, so it can be a little complicated grabbing the orb and making your way all the way across this conveyor belt. But there's actually a pretty simple way to do this. The slot's going to be over here, so what I actually have done with this shrine before is go ahead and position the orb in that direction, grab a sledgehammer or any other like two-handed weapon, and just hit this orb as many times as you can. That should be good. And then it'll fly over to the other side, and it'll be waiting for us when we get there. So,
Yep, and you don't have to jockey it on here.
yep, it's as simple as that. And yeah, you can't run when you're holding the orb, so also be mindful of that too. So you can also freeze those cubes in place. That'll make getting across this a little bit easier. And you can also use stasis on these lasers too. So let me wait for our stasis to recharge. As far as I know, this might be the only way to get past here, is to use stasis on that laser. There might be another way to do it, but I'm not too sure. And there is a treasure chest over there too. So if you don't grab the chest the first time, don't worry, it will respawn. So I'm gonna wait for this one more block to block this laser, and there we go. Just always be constantly moving to the left. You know, like take a break if you need to, but like move to the left every once in a while. That way, you know, you'll stay going that direction. And I think that, yeah, the chest is right over there. So let's grab our Magnesis rune, be ready to grab it. Not quite close enough yet, but we should be pretty soon. There we go. Alright, let's see what's in here. Luckily, everything stops moving when I open the chest.
I like how time comes to a pause.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I think that is actually the only chest. Yes, it's the only chest in this shrine. So all we have to do now is go ahead and set this orb in its slot. That'll open the way out for us. It's as simple as that. Alrighty, let's go ahead and grab our orb and be out of here. Alrighty, so that'll give us our 7th spirit orb there as only one more we need to get, and then we can grab 2 stamina vessels. That'll be pretty useful, huh?
It'll be very nice.
Yeah. Alright, so our tower is in this direction, and let's see, we have one more Rivali's Gale, and then we'll need to wait for it to recharge. So the recharge time on Rivali's Gale is going to be 6 minutes, so it's not very long to wait. But it is a little bit of a minor inconvenience if you need one right away.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so we do have a Korok puzzle here. We've seen these plenty of times already. I think actually in the last episode we grabbed one right at the very end. Or near the end. Or was it this episode? I can't remember. But if this one's a little bit tricky to get in there, but there we go. Nice. Alrighty, I still need to check in with Hess2 to see how many Korok seeds he needs for our next upgrade. Anyways, but we can use the scaffolding here to get a little bit more of an altitude, get a little bit higher up here. So let's see. And this scaffolding goes quite a ways around here, but just be careful because you don't want to fall off, of course. It'll take a long time to get back up, so do be careful.
It seems to go around the whole perimeter.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a very extensive system, and also I think there are going to be there's
bokoblin up there.
I think so. Yeah. So do be careful about that. Okay, so we'll need to climb on that side of the ladder. Yeah, there is a bokoblin up at the very top. Okay. Like I said, be careful. All right, I need to take my own advice here. All right, I'll try not to rush this thing, but anyways, there we go. Let's make sure we climb on the ladder before we jump up. Okay. Okay, not bad at all. Yeah, so luckily these ladders are still here and intact. These were probably here 100 years ago. That's when they got all built.
Oh, did a Peter Pan right off the end of the thing.
Yep. All right, we didn't really need to kill him, but whatever. Okay, so let's see. We got a lot more climbing to do, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, let's head off in this direction. There might be a couple of flat spots over here we could get up to.
Lunch.
Yeah, right? Yeah, actually, cooking and selling meat is a good way to get a lot of rupees as well. I don't know if we've come across gourmet meat yet. It's pretty rare. You can usually get that in the Hebra region, which is kind of where we were around Rito Village. We explored a little bit of the Hebra region. Actually, I think that was the last tower we got.
Yes, I believe it was.
So in that region, you will see rhinos. You'll see like
moose.
Yeah, you'll see moose. I almost want to say meese, but mooses, I guess, is the plural of that. And you'll see wolves, but like snow versions of the wolves. And since it's such a cold climate, that tends to be like the rarest kind of meat you can find in the game. You will find some gourmet meat there.
You gotta get it quick up there too.
That's true. If you let it sit on the ground for too long, it will freeze in an ice block. Which does grant you some heat resistance, but
yes.
But then again, you may not need it really. So you'll want to kill the wolves or the rhinos or whatever you're trying to get. You'll want to kill those pretty close to where they are. That way you can run a little bit, run and get them because you don't want them to freeze. Anyway, so our tower should be right up this way. I think, you know what, we marked this tower a really long time ago because I see there's a star stamp on there.
I believe we did.
Yeah, I think when we were in the Pharaon region, way back in, I don't know, episode 5, 6, somewhere around there, I think we actually saw this tower from a really far distance.
Yep.
So it's, at 3 divine beasts later and getting the Master Sword, like now we're finally getting around to getting this tower.
Kind of did a giant circle.
Yeah, we have definitely come a very long way. And oh my gosh, the coloring on the screen is kind of weird. I don't know if I've ever seen
the sun's
it.
directly on it, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's like morning time, so yeah, the sun's like shining right at us, right there.
Yep. I'm blind.
Yes. Yeah, avert your eyes. Don't stare directly at the sun. Although, I think the picture of the sun. Yeah, pictures of the sun are safe to look at. Obviously. I think they tell that in eclipse too. Like, don't stare directly at the sun during an eclipse. But if you're looking at a video of the eclipse, it's perfectly harmless.
Right.
Anyways, all right. So we are finally at the top of the tower. Luckily, we didn't need to use any more Rivali's Gales. But here we are, and this one's going to be kind of interesting to get to. Of course, if you have Rivali's Gale, these towers are going to be really easy. But unfortunately, we still need to wait for it to recharge.
Yeah, and this is that mud.
Yes, you cannot swim in this. So there's a couple different ways to get across here. You can build Cryonis Pillars. Cryonis Pillars will work in this. But there's also a bunch of metal blocks here, and there are even some that are submerged as well. Actually, you know what? That's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and actually get a little bit closer to these blocks here. And we're going to use a block to knock these off. And it's almost like playing dominoes, I guess. Like, you know, you set up a lot of dominoes, and then you knock the first one, and then it'll have a chain reaction. That's pretty much all we need to do here. So, oh, and luckily that block will give us a little bit of a platform to climb up on. Cool.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so yeah, just as simple as that. We've arrived at the Wasteland Tower. So named, I think, because this area, as you'll soon see, is just a lot of desert.
Desolate.
Yeah, it's in that direction, so we kind of can't see it. There's
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
awesome, yeah. So there's a really short recharge time for Rivali's Gale, but I'm gonna save our uses of it. But yeah, as we climb this tower, you can kind of see on the other side of this is going to be this vast desert. So I think that's the what the name of the wasteland comes from, and even that I think is from maybe an Ocarina of Time reference.
Might be.
I think yeah, in Ocarina of Time in that game, the Gerudo region was known as a wasteland, and there's probably a lot of reasons for that are particular to that game. But yeah. Anyways, we're almost at the top of this tower, and let's go ahead and grab this piece of the map. Alrighty, and this is a pretty vast area too.
It's probably one of the bigger areas, maps.
Definitely. Alright, yeah, so let's kind of take a look at where we're going to be going. You can actually see a lot from this tower.
Oh.
Including the last divine beast. There it is right there.
Yep.
Yep. And we do know its name, Va Naboris. I think Impa way at the beginning told us the names of all 4 beasts, so that is the last one. And here it looks like kind of a city here, or a town. We should probably, head there as soon as we can. That's probably where we need to be going. And I think on the map, actually, that circle is telling us to go that area too. Yep, it is. It's pointing right to that town, so cool. That is exactly where we need to be going. But let's go ahead and drop down a little bit in this direction so we can follow the road here. It's a really neat area, isn't it?
There's some ruins down there. Looks like, yeah.
Just straight ahead here?
Straight ahead, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Yeah, so let's head this way and get onto the road once more. And maybe we'll see some interesting things along the way. Yeah, I think we kind of came up from that direction over there, so there's like that part of the canyon. I think it's called the Gerudo Canyon that you can walk through if you want to. Let's see. And, I see a shrine right down there.
Yep,
Cool.
hiding right there.
Yep. So that'll give us a convenient spot to travel to if we ever need to. You can kind of see like some figurines out there too, or some statues.
Something there.
That looks really neat, doesn't it?
They're huge.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. It looks like a couple of monsters hanging out on these scaffoldings. Alright, I am almost out of stamina, so we don't want to run completely out. Alright. but not a problem. We have arrived at the K-No Shrine. This will give us, I think, our 8th Spirit Orb, right? Let me double check just to make sure.
7?
Yes,
Eight?
we have 7, so
Oh,
this will
yeah.
give us number 8. Cool, let's go ahead inside. Alrighty, and this one is the Power of Electricity. This is something that we have not quite seen yet in a shrine. These glowing balls of electricity here. Pretty cool. Basically this is sort of like a battery, I guess. Portable source of electricity.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. And those lanterns right there, of course, glow orange when they're not activated, but they'll glow blue once they are. Kind of matching the color scheme of other shrines around here, so... kind of similar situation here, except we don't know where this orb is, so let's go searching for it. And yeah, it turns out it's actually right over here. Let's go ahead and take care of him real quick. He's not really a threat at all. And then we'll need to cut this one down. Alright. And I believe these are safe to handle, so if you...
I believe they are,
Yeah,
yeah.
these will not shock you. But you do have to be careful. Certain ones will, or if you get very close to water, I believe they can shock you. So
Yeah.
you might want to be more careful and use your Magnesis rune instead of grabbing it like I am. But
I've
it's
just
not too big.
defaulted over time just doing that, just in case, because I always forget, so I've just trained myself to use the magnesis.
Right. And let's see. I don't think there's anything down here. If you do fall down, then there's some ladders across that way you can get back up. And... Alright, there's a chest right up here. I think this one might have a key. Yes. Alright, because there was that locked door that we saw that was straight in front of us. Right over here. Yep, there we go. And, our champion's tunic is alerting us of the presence of another guardian right over here. Wow, 2 arrows to the eye. Kills him. Not bad at all. Alright, do I have a slot for a sword? I don't. I'll just leave it there. It's not really that big of a deal. Alrighty, so we got one more thing to do, and this is kind of demonstrating what we need to do here. This glowing green thing is just like the little batteries, it's a power source, but this one we cannot move. But metal objects that we place near it or in the water can sort of serve as like a conduit or a way for the electricity to move. So I think we need one more... Do we need one more metal block, or can we just position them?
I think we can position it closer and move the big one.
Okay.
The one to your right.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, that should work. Cool. And that'll open up the very end. However, I think there is a chest...
I think it was in...
Right up here, yep. Okay, yeah, this one can be really easy to miss because you might not think of looking backwards. But that's not a problem for us. We're very thorough, or we tend to be.
We try.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Another scimitar.
Moonlight scimitar. I think we... Did we grab one of those from the Hinox?
Yeah, we got one from him.
If I can select it. Yeah, there we go. That one. Okay, I will drop a spear instead, because we've got a sword and an axe as far as guardian weapons go, so yeah. We'll just grab that one. And I think, yes, that is all the chests for that shrine. So cool. Let's make our way over to Mr. Monk, get our 8th Spirit Orb, and head on closer to that town that we saw.
Woohoo!
Alrighty. 8 Spirit Orbs and ready to get some upgrades, right? There's been a couple of times where I'm like, I'm running a little bit, close to running out of stamina, so I don't want that.
Very soon we'll find a goddess statue somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so. There's actually a stable down here, the Gerudo Canyon stable, and I believe this might be a Korok. Yes, perfect. Alright, so that one's really easy to get, especially right after you finish that shrine. And there are a ton of rush rooms around here too, so if you ever need any rush rooms, this is a really good spot to go. So let's grab a couple, and then we'll head this way, keep making our way through the canyon. And this is where we're actually going to pick up the road. So we're not going to grab our horse because we actually will not be able to take our horse into the desert. The horse will not follow us, or will not go this way, so do be aware of that. And as the little I guess, tip up there says the temperature is getting very, very hot.
Do we have an ice blade or a frost blade?
That's a good question. Actually, we do. We do have a frost blade. That should actually help. Okay, so let me switch to a different weapon to kind of demonstrate. So you see the temperature gauge. It's in the hot region. So a frost blade will work, or if you have a heat resistance meal, let's see if I have anything. Yes, anything with this symbol should give you heat resistance. Now, it'll only give it to you for a couple of minutes. So, you know, you'll need to cook a lot of meals so that you never run out. But alternatively, there are armor pieces you can use that will give you heat resistance. And watch out. There are... this Lizalfos is getting close to me, so do watch out. Oh, and he's got a Knight's Claymore, too. Nice. Alright. Okay, missed the timing on that one, but that's alright. If you shoot their little horn, it'll explode in a ball of electricity. It's kind of hard to do, because they move so much. Ow, that one hurt. Alright. Man, I am just not doing good at this. Alright. These guys are hard, though, just because they jump around so much.
Yeah, they're a little fast.
Right. Oh, he knocked his sword out of the way. Okay, cool. I'm going to make room for that sword, because I do not want him picking it back up. I'll just drop this lightning rod. Perfect. And was there someone else that... Oh, maybe that... Okay, I heard, like, a little electricity sound, but I think that was his... that was his little horn. So, perfect. We grabbed... That was a yellow Lizalfo, so the electric version of it. So yeah, be careful of those. One of their other attacks is they will kind of charge up and send a blast of electricity around them. Mm-hmm. So you will want to be mindful of that. But you can see them like on the sand here. So just kind of steer clear of them if you can. And I think there's a monster camp that's right kind of over
right
this
in that
hill.
little divot here, yep.
Right.
I can hear them.
Yeah, you can hear them like jumping around. Yeah, there's a bunch of them there. So if you don't want to fight them, then you know, kind of steer clear. They're really easy to avoid, so you don't have to worry about them. And I think, oh, here's a Gerudo lady.
Sabak.
Oh, that's their way of saying hello, by the way. A runt like you wants to cross the desert. You have a Gerudo's. Wait, you have a Gerudo's daring little one? Okay. All right. Didn't quite understand that, but that's okay. I like that, so I'll share a secret with you. Buried in those sands somewhere is a great treasure. Alright, well, the desert is pretty big, so I don't know where exactly she's talking about,
right?
But hopefully we will find it. We'll see. Alright, so this isn't quite the town that we saw from a while back, from up on the tower, but that growl means that I think we're getting close to the Divine Beast.
I think so.
Yeah. So let's see what this one's all about.
That was intense.
Yeah, intense and intimidating, right? Okay, I don't think we want to mess with that anytime soon. Jeez, okay. Well, I think once we get a little bit closer, this will identify the name of where we
this
are.
is definitely not that city, like you already said.
Right. So this is the Kara Bazaar. And there's a couple of Gerudo merchants that are selling things around here, so it's pretty neat. Pretty neat little area here, and it's sort of an oasis, I guess, because you've got water right here, too. Oh, and Beetle's even here, too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah. And we even have a Rito that's here, too. Isn't that neat?
Oh, wow.
Anyways, so, yeah, I think since there are no stables in the desert, this is kind of where Beetle has his little hangout. So let's go ahead and grab some arrows from him.
Yeah!
Oh, we meet again! Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab your arrows, as usual.
Wow! Wow!
Nice. Alright, we don't need anything else, so let's go ahead and keep making our way to the city. I think, actually, this is a good spot for I'm going to go real slow here because there are usually some hightail lizards that are around here. Yep, there's one right there.
There's a treasure chest, too.
And we're going to need some of these. Oh, I already have a picture. Okay. We're going to need some of these, I think, to upgrade our climbing gear.
I think it's these, yeah.
I think we still need a few more of these to upgrade our climbing gear. I'm not entirely sure. We haven't visited our Great Fairy in a while, so... But yeah, sometimes there are treasure chests that are buried in the sand, too, so you can watch out for these as well.
Oh, that was worth it.
Yeah, that is kind of worth it. Alright, so the city's going to be kind of in this direction here. Let's get back up here real quick. Alright. Alright, so as you're making your way around the desert, you know, you'll see those treasure chests every once in a while. There's also these cacti that have some fruit on the top of them. You can knock them down with a weapon. And this is Volt Fruit. It'll give you electricity resistance. So that's pretty cool. There are also, let's see, they grow in little patches. I don't see any right now, but actually maybe right over here. Unless that's a Lizalfos.
I think that's a Lizalfos there.
Let's see. I don't know.
No, maybe not.
Yep, it is. Okay, never mind.
Oh my.
Alright, get ready. See, I don't think you can dodge out of their way if they get up on the... fly up on the sand. Oh, here's the electrical attack. And I don't know how the Gerudo woman is not affected by that, but... Okay, whatever, we'll take them on. Oh, wow.
She's not afraid of them.
Yeah, right? Oh, there we go, finally. I was gonna fire a shock arrow at him to try to shock his weapons out of... Shock his shield and stuff out of his hands. Although, actually, you know what? Since he is an electric one, I don't think he's gonna get affected by it.
Yeah, I don't
So
know if that
never
works.
mind. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it will work. Let's try it anyway. No, I don't think it does
What
affect
if a
him.
freeze? Well, freeze one will just freeze him though.
Yeah. All right, but as he's doing this, he's staying still, so that might be a good. Oh wow.
Oh my goodness, that
Okay.
was awesome. That's what happens when you hit the horn.
Yeah, right. If you shock them when they're a little bit too close to you, then that can have a bad effect. All right. Mine's broadsword. I don't need to grab that. I don't think. We'll just leave it there. Maybe she'll give us something if we kind of rescued her. I don't know. I hate this. That should have been no problem, but here we are. If I had my usual gear, no monster that small would dare approach me. I love how she says, like, no monster that small, because, like, the Gerudo tend to be really tall
Definitely
women.
bigger.
Yep. I have to thank you somehow. Is this enough?
Oh, chili apple.
I don't think I've seen this before, and
me
it's got
neither.
some heat resistance, so that's really useful for us.
Very nice.
Cool. All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Okay, well, we can kind of see the town up ahead, and there is a shrine nearby, so that's pretty nice. And just like, I guess, real-life deserts, it does get cold at night, too. So if you're, going around here in the heat of the afternoon, then you will definitely... Oh, you guys, come on. All right, let's go. All right, that wasn't that bad.
There's some more Volt Fruit too.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you want to grab them, then you can grab
if you
it,
need
yeah.
them.
We'll just leave it there for now, no problem. But anyway, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by that Lizalfos. Let me go ahead and turn off our shrine sensor. We can see it right in front of us. So if you're traveling in the dead of night, then you won't have to worry too much about heat resistance. You'll need some cold resistance. But alternatively, if it's daytime, then you'll need something like that frost blade that we were using, or some mules, or even armor. All right, and I think we're even going to need some electric key swings too. Here are the hydromelons I was talking about. Oh, I think we actually grabbed one at some point in the game. I'm not sure when, but hydromelons do have heat resistance. So cook those up into a meal. They will give you some heat resistance. Anyway, let's head over to the shrine and activate it. And I don't think we've done shrine surfing or shrine surfing, shield surfing. There's so many things in this game that start with the letter S. I confuse them all, like spirit, shrine, shield. Anyway, they're a little easy to get confused, but not a problem. All right, here's the Dako Chisei shrine. Let's go ahead and activate that. Head inside, and that'll give us a nice fast travel point for Gerudo Town. That is the name of the town here, so let's go ahead and do the shrine first, and then we'll head inside there. Alrighty, and this one is the whole picture. So a lot of the shrines around this area will be involving electricity, so do keep that in mind. Alright, so the whole picture. So there's a couple of different paths of electricity, pretty much, and things behind these gates. So we'll need to activate them in order to get what's behind there. So, so we kind of saw that metal objects in the last shrine can conduct electricity. So we can use that to our advantage here. Let's set up a couple of different pathways. And we'll need one more thing of metal here, so we can use this block here. That should work. There we go. Alright, and a word of warning, do use caution when these are energized. If you get too close to them, they will shock you, and it will hurt. So do be mindful of that. Anyway, now that we've grabbed this, we don't need this to be there anymore, so let's go ahead and move that over here. And then I think we can connect this one. There we go. But we need something else to go here, so that is where this barrel is going to come in. Alright, let's move a little bit further away so we don't get shocked. There we go. That should open up the treasure chest here. Alright, and the treasure chest is also made of metal, so that will be useful if we need to use it to connect to some other stuff. Alright, well, let's go ahead and check on what's inside.
Ooh,
Thunderblade, okay. Let's see, I think we
had one.
We do have one, but we've used it, so let's go ahead and grab a fresh one. May as well. Alright, and that one has a critical hit bonus, that's pretty nice. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and grab this chest too, that might be useful. And I should also point out that metal weapons like the Thunderblade or the Knight's Claymore, for example, also conduct electricity. So if you are in need of something to conduct electricity, then if you have a metal weapon on you, all you have to do is drop it, and then you can use your Magnesis rune to put it into place. It's pretty useful. Sometimes you can do, make little shortcuts in shrines by using things like that. So do keep that in mind. Alrighty, but we are going to need this to go right over here. Let's go ahead and put that into place, and we're going to need something right there. So I think we can grab, let's see, there's these two barrels here that we can use as well. Let's go ahead and move those over to the other side. I don't know if we need both, but...
Never fail, if you don't grab it, you'll need it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this one here. There we go, that's better. Alright, actually, I don't think we needed both because we had that Thunderblade there, so... But that's okay. If you don't want to drop one of your metal weapons, then... This shrine gives you enough to be able to get everything. Alright, so we've got that lamp connected, but we need that one connected, so... I think at this point we do not need this cube anymore to be in that slot. So all we will need to do is just put this cube on the other side, and that should connect all the paths together. There we go.
Excellent.
Yep, and one quick check to make sure we have all the chests, and yes, we do. Okay. Alright, we are all done here. Alrighty, and oh, look at that. There's another tower right over here. Cool, let's go ahead and mark that just in case we need to grab it a little bit later. But Gerudo Town is right here, so let's go ahead and waste no time in going in, right?
Yep.
Alright. That's where our main quest is telling us to go, so let's go ahead inside. Uh-oh, what's this?
Oh, you're gonna get stabbed.
Oh gosh. Freeze! Where do you think you're going? Not into town, that's for sure. No vote allowed, off with you. Alright. What's up with that?
I've noticed almost all of them are women, so...
Hey, yeah, let's... maybe we can, maybe we can sweet talk them into letting us in. Saba. Sorry, but in Gerudo Town it is tradition that Vo are not permitted entry. We honor that tradition very strictly. And if you need to prepare for a journey, you should head back to the oasis near the desert's entrance, Kara Bazaar. Sorry, did you say bo? Not bo, bo. Bite your bottom lip as you say it. It translates as man in your language. So long as we're on the subject, vi is our word for woman. What do you think? Pretty easy to remember? I guess so.
Sure.
Yikes. Well, it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting in here anytime soon. We got to figure out a way around it.
Well, they said to go back to Kara Bazaar. I don't know
right.
what that means. There was traders there.
There were, you know. Here's this particularly looking fella. I don't know. I saw him on the way into the shrine, but I didn't really think to talk to him, but maybe he has something to say.
Maybe.
Oh, I was so focused just now. Do you have business with me? Man, what are you doing, dude? Are you spying?
Right?
What? No, I'm not a spy. I'm a merchant. I may not look like it, but I'm actually the leader of a caravan. I've traveled all the way here, but this town doesn't allow any men to go in. So that's why I had to, Are you spying? It's research. And think what you want, but I've finally found some key info on how to sneak into Gerudo Town. We need to know this.
Yes.
Tell us what you know, dude. Well, allow me to share with you my heroic tale. It's been close to a week now. The guards have kicked me out more times than I can count. I almost gave up hope. However, I have learned only recently of a man that slipped into this well-guarded town. I heard that man is frequently traveling between Kara Bazaar and Gerudo Town. I've been waiting here trying to spot him as he travels. Okay. That'll give us a new main quest, Forbidden City entry. Let's go ahead and...
The game was definitely steering us in the right direction.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Let's go ahead and check what this quest says, right? You heard of a man at the Kara Bazaar who found a way to sneak into Gerudo Town. Try and locate some people who know his whereabouts. Well, if he travels to Kara Bazaar, maybe he's going to be there, or people that have seen him are going to be there. So
this is the second mention of that place.
yeah, right. So let's head to Kara Bazaar, and it's a little bit of a distance away, but actually, you know what? There's a really quick way to get there. These little guys are called sand seals, and they're a little bit tricky to get. You have to sneak up on them, but actually a really easy way to get them is you can throw a bomb at them, explode it. It does not hurt them at all, so don't worry about that. Make sure you have a shield equipped. Get close to them and hit A to grab. And they will move pretty fast. So this is actually a really quick way to get across the desert. It's a lot faster than riding around, or walking around, rather.
And it is.
Yeah, and you can't ride around on a horse anyway, so this is pretty much the way to get around here, if you don't have fast travel points like shrines. Or if you'd rather not use them, so... This didn't even take like 30 seconds to get over here. Oh wow, look at the Divine Beast.
Oh, he's really close.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him that close before. That's a little crazy, isn't it? Actually, I think we're going the wrong way. That's not Kara Bazaar.
Nope, that is not.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we did get a little too close, didn't we? Let's run away. Let's run off. This way? We're about to get shocked, I think. Oh, boy.
Oh, ouch.
Jeez. Let's check the map to make sure we're going the right way. Okay, we need to head north. We're going the wrong way.
Oh, yep, completely the wrong way.
Okay, so... sorry about that, viewers. That was not the way that I was intending to go. That did look like Kara Bazaar, but unfortunately that was not. That was actually a place that we'll need to go a little bit later on in the story.
I see Korra.
Yeah, look at what we found here. That's cool. Alright, hopefully we don't get shocked again doing this. Alright, I think it... Oh, did I hear it pop up over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's get this real quick, and then what we'll do is we'll travel over to the bazaar and not make you wait before we get there. Yeah, that was a little scary. I'm like, why are we getting so close to the beast?
I was like, wow, that's the first time I've ever seen it that close to Kara.
Okay, well, let's see. Where did that flower go? Uh-oh. Oh, we didn't... Let's see. Where did it go? Oh, it's getting close again. Let's not get too close to it. Alright, where are you, flower? I want to spend all episode looking for you.
There it is.
Okay, cool. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Lucked out on that.
Yep, okay. Alright, where's the last... I think... Oh, here we go. Gosh, this Korok is making us run all the way around here. Not really too excited about that, but whatever.
Be another Korok seed, so when we visit Hestu, maybe we're closer to getting another slot.
We might be. I think he's gonna need a lot, though, like 25 or 35 seeds, something like that. Alright, so we need to head in a northeasterly direction, right over here. Okay. Alright, well, anyway, we know where Karakar Bazaar is, so we will see you guys there. Alrighty, we're finally here in Karakar Bazaar after a little a scary encounter with the Divine Beast, but luckily we made it out alive. So yeah, let's ask around a bit. Let's see. I think there might be a shop in here. Yeah, okay, here's what I remember. They sell arrows, but they only sell one of each arrow, so it's kind of a waste, but maybe she's seen the man that's been spying or sneaking in.
Sneaky guy, huh?
Oh, Vasak, have you seen a sneaky guy? A sneaky what? You mean a Vo sneaking around town? I haven't seen anyone like that. There's a Hylian Vi who likes to relax on the roof, though in the afternoon it's probably too hot up there.
Hylian. Oh.
Did you need anything else? No, I think we're good. I'm busy right now. Please only speak to me if you need something. Alright. Busy as she's reading her book, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, so she said someone likes to, like, relax up here on the rooftop, so let's head to the top of this building. Luckily, it's not the afternoon yet. It's still morning, so it's not quite as hot. Although, I don't know if I've ever really come up here in the afternoon, so I don't know if she is still up here. But maybe. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there is someone up here. Cool, alright. He, she says. Oh my, what a lovely young lad you are. Did you need something from me? Well, yeah. What's that? You heard about a man who snuck into Gerudo Town? Oh, I don't know anything about him. Sorry, I couldn't be more help. Okay, so there's a couple of different options we have. I think what we want to do, there is a right and wrong way to do this. I think we need to squint suspiciously. You're making my cheeks warm looking at me like that. And if you say you're a man, then, well, it's actually a guy, but he will not sell you anything. So you want to say, you're very beautiful.
Yeah, let's compliment.
Yes. Oh, such a nice thing to say. And I'm sure you'd agree that these clothes only help my looks, right? Now that I think about it, this style would look quite fetching on you. I'd have to charge you, of course, but I bet people would see you completely differently if you wore them. What do you think? Do you want to buy them for 600 rupees? Well, if it's something that we need to do in order to get to Gerudo Town,
unfortunately,
I think it's something we'll have to do. Yeah, it's a deal. Then I'll take your rupees now. I have the perfect outfit for you. Go ahead and change into it right now. Don't worry, I'll look away. What I'm not going to tell you is that my veil has a mirror. Anyway, so here is the sexy Vi version of Link.
Oh,
look
my.
at that.
Whoa!
Yee! You look adorable! Ah, just as I thought. You make for quite a good-looking gal. That's a traditional Gerudo outfit. It's such a striking look around here. I doubt anyone would even suspect that you're a man. On top of that, it breathes so well that it's sure to help you deal with the desert heat, at least a little. So I was so glad I was able to help you out. If you're free to grab anything to eat sometime, keep me in mind. Uh-oh, I think the truth is out. I saw that stubble. Yes, I did. Make sure you watch out for the wind. And maybe shave every day, too. If you want to get more ladies' clothing, come back anytime. Alright, so I think we have what we need in order to get into Gerudo Town. So let's go ahead and fast travel to the shrine over there, and we will see you guys there. Alrighty, sorry about that edit, guys. There is actually one more thing we need to do before we head back into Gerudo Town, and that is... let's look at our pictures real quick. There is one that looks oddly familiar, doesn't it?
Very striking.
Yes, this one was actually taken in Karakar Bazaar, so it should be right over in this direction. So once we get close enough to it, it should start... Yep, there it is, right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and recall this memory. All right, so that is a different side of Zelda that we saw, right?
Very vulnerable. It
Yeah, I think we're going to talk a little bit more about that memory once we go over to Gerudo Town, so we will see you guys there. Alrighty, we're back in front of Gerudo Town, and we are all set. We've got our clothes. Let's talk to this guy real quick and see what he says. Eep! Eek! That lovely young lady is just my type. You still spying, dude? What? No, of course not. I'm just investigating. This exchange feels incredibly familiar to me. Alrighty, so
worked on him.
Yeah, so we should be able to get into the Gerudo Town, no problem. So let's talk more about that memory, though. I think that's like kind of the turning point of Zelda learning to trust us.
Yes.
Right, since we saved her from almost getting attacked by, we do know that was the Yiga clan. We've run into some of them. They're the travelers that are out and about. So yeah, this is a turning point for Zelda. You know, she's
Going kind of being irritated to kind of.
She now realizes we're important.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, so this is Gerudo Town. It's really awesome in here. You know, there's a lot of different shops that are right kind of in this area as you first come in, including some arrows here, and you can get these for a pretty good price, I believe. So we're gonna grab some arrows just so we always have enough. And she has all types of arrows, even bomb arrows. And I don't know if she sells bomb arrows at a good price. I think so.
It's okay, yeah.
Yep. But this is where we need to go. So let's go ahead and head on inside.
Yet another traveler. How did you get in here? Oh. Seems you have something rather interesting there.
I think she's talking about the Sheikah sleep, but I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not 100% sure. Yes.
Alrighty. You stand before Lady Riju, chief of the Gerudo Desert. Or just Gerudo. Declare your business, but come no closer. Hold on, Buliara. This one appears to be more than a common traveler. You there, what is your name? Link. And what is it you've come all the way here to tell me, Link? I can calm Naboris.
Mm-hmm.
You think you have what it takes to subdue something so powerful as the Divine Beast? The only ones who could ever control them were champions like Lady Urbosa. And all of the champions died in the calamity 100 years ago. Buliara, a memory just jumped into my head. Something my mother spoke of. When the calamity happened, the Princess of Hyrule placed a fallen swordsman into a deep sleep. That swordsman, much like our new friend here, was named Link, though it always seemed more legend than fact. What of the device on this one's hip? It appears to be a precious relic of the Sheikah. I can't imagine they would give something so valuable to a simple drifter, can you? I don't remember ever hearing of a Hylian Vi among the champions. Wait a moment, you're a Vo! A Vo within our walls is a great crime, but a Vo who is a champion, well, we'd never mistreat a friend of Lady Urbosa, and if you're here to help us with Naboris, then we are allies. You saw it on your way out to town. Well, we did more than see it. Divine Beast Va Naboris, cloaked in a massive sandstorm, hurling lightning at anyone who dare approach. We have to do something to stop it, but we have yet to find any way to appease the Divine Beast on our own. If you truly are a champion, perhaps you will be able to enter Naboris and calm its anger. Lady Riju, I don't see how you can trust a complete stranger with something as important as this task. Perhaps if this person were first to prove his worth by recovering your stolen Thunder Helm. Ah, yes, an interesting suggestion. You see, there is only one thing in all of Hyrule that can withstand the lightning from Naboris. The Thunder Helm, a family heirloom and relic of the Gerudo, but as Buliara says, it was stolen from us. You needn't worry, Lady Riju. If he truly is a champion, this should be an easy task for him. Our soldiers can tell you all you need to know about the thieves that stole Lady Riju's heirloom.
My goodness.
Head through this arch. It will lead you to the barracks. Then seek out Captain Teak and ask for a full report. Without my heirloom, you'll never be able to approach Naboris. You know, I take heart in having such a rare visitor as yourself. Lady Urbosa must be looking out for us.
Have no idea.
Alright, so that'll give us our new Divine Beast Vana Boris main quest. So as she said, Captain Teak is out this way. And there she is after she renders. Let's go ahead and talk to her real quick. And there's a bunch of other soldiers. You can talk to them if you want, but she's the real important person to talk to. What are you doing in here? This is the barracks for the Chief's Guards, not a place for tourists to gather. We're on high alert after the recent theft, so you should clear out. Well, we're here to help. We're going to rescue the Thunderhelm. Yeah. What? Buliara sent you? My apologies. I'm the officer in charge of the soldiers, Captain Teak. The chief's heirloom was stolen by thieves belonging to the Yiga clan the other day, so everyone is on edge. We've determined that the Yiga's hideout is in Karusa Valley, but the soldiers are all exhausted, so I was just thinking about requesting some extra help. Hey everyone, listen up. This Hylian Vi has agreed to help us, so offer her any information you can. Consider yourself a part of our unit. If you have any questions, my troops will be happy to help. Cool. Alright, and there is actually a bow right over here. Golden bow, I think this is? Yep, so oh, this is engineered to strike distant targets. So I think this is kind of like the Phrenic bow. It'll zoom in on long-range targets, so we know where it is. We can always grab one if we need to, but yeah, if you want, you can talk to these people, the warriors, but your main quest will actually update, and it'll point you exactly where you need to go. So it looks like there is the valley right in here. This is where we need to head to. This is the Karusa Valley, as you can see from the map. So we're going to head up there in the next episode, because that's going to be a little bit...
it's a trek.
It's a trek, and it's a pretty long task. You'll see what we mean when we get there. Anyways, but we're going to leave it here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. Please subscribe and leave a like or a comment if you have. As always, I'm Ace10.
And I'm Decoy. Don't forget to have fun.
That's right. Take it easy, guys.